No.
Jefferson County Code Law number 2 is in session. The code is in session with the jail review docket. First two cases are cause numbers 23 CCCR 0890 and cause number CM 333814. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Kelly Allen. Mr. Allen, is that your full name?
Yes, sir. I believe it is Kelly Matthew Allen. Matthew.
Okay, in one case is Kelly Matthew Allen, in another case is just Kelly Allen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Allen, your full name is Kelly Matthew Allen, is
Yes.
that correct?
Correct.
Now, Mr. Allen, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Allen, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Allen, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Allen?
Right.
You doing okay?
Yes.
That's good. And Mr. Allen, you represented by your attorney, Attorney Jack Lawrence. Attorney Lawrence, how are you doing?
Just fine, Your Honor.
And Mr. Lawrence, do you waive a record in Mr. Allen's cases?
We sure do, Your Honor.
And the state is represented in this case by Attorney Erica Porter. Attorney Porter, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
That's good. Mr. Allen, in cause number 23 CCCR 0890, I have before me a document that is titled information. This information was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information, Mr. Allen, it alleges that on or about May 15 of 2023, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed to Class A misdemeanor offense of evading arrest detention. Mr. Allen, do you understand what you have been charged with? And to this charge, Mr. Allen, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Now, are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges? Mr. Allen, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishment, is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials, KA, on the line next to a box that's checked, no contingent, which means no contest. Did you place your initials on this document? On page 3 of the same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled Defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes.
On the next document that's titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights of Appeal, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant?
Yes.
At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. First box says check, states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement? I also have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled Defendant? Now, Mr. Allen, before you sign and initial these documents that I just showed you, did your attorney, Mr. Lawrence, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything that Mr. Lawrence went over? And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Mr. Allen, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir.
State I have before me states, Exhibit 1 states you like to offer states 1.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections, Mr. Lawrence?
No objections, Your Honor.
No objection, states Exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Lawrence, you've advised and counseled Mr. Allen. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None, Your Honor.
And Mr.
Is Exhibit 1 the PCF note?
No, it's the misdemeanor plea admonishment. Misdemeanor plea admonishments.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Let's see. Now, Mr. Lawrence, you advised and counseled Mr. Allen, is there any evidence that he's currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
None, Your Honor.
And Mr. Allen, your attorney, Mr. Lawrence, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Allen, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally incompetent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. And will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
In exchange for the defendant's plea of no contest, the state is offered 59 days in Jefferson County Jail, giving them credit for 59 days, tax and child court costs, time served.
Mr. Allen, the state is offering that you serve 59 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not be required to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail because you've already served 59 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you give them credit for the time that you have already served. The court costs in this case will be taxed and retired. And what that means is you will not be required to pay the court costs in this case because the time that you have spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Now, Mr. Allen, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Allen, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Allen, we'll move on to your next case. Your next case is cause number M333814. And in this case, which was filed, this information that was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office, it alleges that on or about October 26th of 2022, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of theft. Mr. Allen, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, Mr. Allen, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes.
On that one ID, could you send it back to me? Okay. Now, Mr. Allen, I also have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. Mr. Allen, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of this same document, there are a set of initials KA on the line next to boxes checked no contingent. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 3 of the same document, there's a signature above the line that's titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, it's titled trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes.
At the top of this document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. You understand that statement?
Yes, sir.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes.
On the, let's see, I also have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? Now, Mr. Allen, before you sign and initial these documents that I just showed you, did your attorney, Mr. Lawrence, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct
Yes, sir.
to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me states 1, state black officer, states 1.
Yes, Your
Any objections? Mr. Lawrence, any objections? States 1.
No objection, Your
The objection states exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Lawrence, you've advised and counseled Mr. Allen in this case. Is there any evidence that he's currently mentally incompetent to stand trial in this case?
None at all, Your Honor.
And Mr. Allen,
Yes, sir.
your attorney, Mr. Lawrence, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes.
And Mr. Allen, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, we do.
And what is that agreement?
In exchange for the defendant's plea of no contest, the state is offered 57 days in Jefferson County Jail, giving no credit for 57 days, time served, tax and retired court costs.
Okay, Mr. Allen, state is offering that you serve 57 days in Jefferson County Jail. You're not to serve any more time in Jefferson County Jail because you've already served 57 days in Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for the time that you've already served. The court costs in this case will be taxed and retired. It simply means that you will not be required to pay the court costs because the time that you have already spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. Now, Mr. Allen, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes.
Do you think that the state's offer in this case is fair and just?
Yes.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I'll follow the people are in agreement that you had entered into the state and just for your information, Mr. Allen, because these cases, you know, these two cases, these cases will automatically run concurrent, run at the same time. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so Mr. Allen, the court is going to follow your plea bargain agreements that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Allen, if you do not have anything else holding you in jail, you should be getting out of jail today. You're going to stand on the X next to your attorney, follow the directions of the clerk. Once you finish following the directions of the clerk, you can follow the bailiff and you have a blessed day.